And we often do this. We go, that is symbolic, that is ritual, that is, just something that they do, and it's kind of like a cheerleader. That's all we kind of do up here, is we're just hoping to cheer you on to victory. We know we're going to pray over you, and hopefully that will encourage you to get through the fight, right? I mean, that's kind of what I think that's kind of just the general consensus of most churchgoers, is they just think that we're up here as preachers and we're just cheering you on. We're, hey, go fight, win team. You can do this. You got this. If you just swing the sword a little harder in your marriage, then you're going to do fine. If you swing the sword a little bit harder in your relationships, you're going to be fine. Isn't that kind of what we do? And we go like this. Boy, that prayer was really sweet, wasn't it? That was we have all of these things, and it's just symbolic, isn't it? But let me ask you something. What if, and I think Moses and this whole story, and God was messing with Moses on that day, and he was messing with Joshua that day, and I hope he messes with us today, right? Because what if the battle's not actually won in the battlefield? Wouldn't that be weird? Would it be weird for us to think that it does not matter how hard you swing the sword, the battle is not won there? What if the battle is won whenever our hands are held high to God, begging for him to be a part of our life, begging him to be and the only reason that you ever lose in any battle that you have ever been a part of was not because you weren't smart enough, it wasn't because you were not strong enough, it was not because that you didn't know enough. What if the battle has absolutely nothing to do with any of those things? But what if the victory and the loss is dependent on our getting on our knees before God and begging for his presence to be a part of? Begging and saying, God, if you don't show up, then we're done, right? If your spirit does not move in my life, it doesn't matter how hard I swing the sword. If you don't step up, God, and if you don't show up, we are in big time trouble. Amen. What if that was the case? I think we've got it completely all wrong. Completely 100%. In fact, we have completely mixed it up. Top from bottom, bottom from top. Because what we have always thought is if I swing harder, if I fight harder, if I do this, all right, then I'll win someday. And the truth is, the reason that we keep losing, and the reason we keep getting frustrated, and the reason that we never see victory, and sometimes we see a weird kind of victory that doesn't ultimately last, And the reason is because we have decided that we were going to be the ones to fight, and we never allowed God to step up to fight for us. Because the beauty of the Christian life is this. It's not so much that you and I get to fight for him, but the beauty of the following Jesus is when God steps up and he fights for us.